In this video, I will describe how you complete the annotated bibliography assignment in the Natural Sciences module. Let's look at the assignment first. So find annotated bibliography and click on it. And we should talk first about what an annotated bibliography is. You probably already know what a bibliography is, right? It's a list of sources of texts that a person consulted or read when they were researching something or writing about something. That word annotated simply means that you write on it or that you are writing about it. So in other words, we're going to create a bibliography, a list of sources, and you're going to write about each of those sources. That's what an annotated bibliography is. And in the introduction, it points out that annotated bibliographies are used by scientific researchers to help them process through their research. Okay, when they're preparing for an original study, they consult previous studies to help them frame what is already known about their study subject and how their focus will be different or expected based on past work in that area. So for this assignment, you're gathering sources and evaluating them in the form of an annotated bibliography in preparation for doing a later assignment, a later research project. So you're picking a topic and getting your sources figured out first, and you're going to write a little bit about those sources so that you understand them, and then you're going to do your research project using those sources, okay? So you need to select a topic that involves some kind of cutting-edge scientific advancement or invention in natural science, medicine, or an applied science field such as technology and engineering. If you need ideas, you can check out this link for some ideas. But avoid social science stuff. That's later. So avoid things like education and other social sciences. Stick with something that is a natural science topic. You are going to choose 3 scholarly sources at least that relate to your chosen topic. Scholarly sources mean they are published scientific articles or studies from professional peer-reviewed publications. I'm going to show you how you find them in a minute. You need to use sources that are current or that have been published within the last 10 years. And just as a special note, you may need to read several articles before you actually select the ones you want to use for this assignment. So you might browse through and find some stuff that's about your topic and then go, no, I'm not interested in that one, not interested in that one. Oh, here's one that I want to use or that I can use. The length of this annotated bibliography will vary, but it's going to be 2 to 3 pages of content. Excuse me, sorry. Type double-spaced, 12-point font. APA format is required. So all that stuff that you worked with before the quiz, you're going to apply that APA formatting to this paper. To approach this assignment, you want to start off with thinking about some research questions like what are some topics that you're interested in? It could be things that you've always wondered about, natural science stuff. How did the universe begin? Dig into those deep questions that you always wondered about that you laid awake at night thinking on. How did the universe begin? What happened to what killed all the dinosaurs? Whatever the natural science topic is. And if you happen to be working in a science field, in medicine, for example, maybe you choose a medicine-related topic. You're then going to research your topic using the FTCC electronic database, nclive.org, and you can use Google Scholar, although sometimes you have to pay for sources on Google Scholar. Don't pay for any sources, okay? There's plenty of stuff that's available out there on all these topics that is free. So don't think that you got to drop $50 for a scientific study. Okay. Make sure that when you do find your sources that you use full-text, peer-reviewed academic journal sources within the last 10 years. There's some other tips here that I'm going to let you read through, but when you finally choose your 3 articles, you've done most of the hard work. The easy part now is to actually write the annotated bibliography. So I'm looking for a few things that relate to each article, and they need to be in this order. First, the correct APA reference citation for the article. So that's the APA style reference citation and a hanging indent. And below that, one strong paragraph that summarizes the article. Just, this is what the article is about, and here's what the authors did in their study. And then you have one strong paragraph evaluating the article. The evaluation is, you can discuss things like why you think this source is credible, that is, why it's trustworthy, why you think that this source contributes important information, how you can use this source to help you understand the topic better, those sorts of things. Okay, so that means an APA reference citation, 2 strong, thorough paragraphs. One is a summary paragraph of 3 to 4 sentences. One is an evaluation paragraph of 3 to 4 sentences for each source. Okay, and then there's the grading criteria. So let me walk you through some of the research-related stuff. So here you've got a link to the Fayetteville Tech Library website. And to do research here, you want to scroll down to this research bar. And let's say that I want to do, the Big Bang. I'm just putting in something. But you can do this and you'll get some stuff that pops up, but we need to filter our results. So I actually want to, before I even type anything, use advanced search, because I've got to make sure that I'm getting those peer-reviewed articles within the last 10 years and everything. So I come here to the advanced search, and look, I want full text, so I check that. I want peer-reviewed, and within the past 10 years, and now I'm going to search for my term. Okay? And it'll pull up different articles that I can read through and that I can choose. But again, I'm looking for things that are like peer-reviewed academic journal articles. Avoid newspapers, avoid that sort of stuff. You want scholarly articles, meaning scholarly work that's been published in scholarly journals and articles. I gave you also a link to NC Live, which in my opinion is actually better than using the FTCC site. Again, I want to use advanced search. I'm going to choose articles within the last 10 years, full text online, scholarly and peer-reviewed, and then I enter my search term and I continue. Okay, so those are some resources for you. Now you might go, okay, what does an annotated bibliography look like? So here's an example. Notice that it is formatted in APA style. You need to make sure that you have a cover page, a title page like this in APA style, and I gave you a video that shows you how to make it. Page number in the top right, and a running head in the top left. This person chose to do it on the influence of internet on depression, so they chose something that's medically related. Now notice what they've got. They have a source citation in APA style with all of the little details of where the periods go and where the information, what the order that the information goes in and so forth. They've got a paragraph. Oops, I don't know why it's trying to highlight so much stuff. Anyway, they've got a paragraph that summarizes the article, and then they've got a second paragraph that evaluates the article. Things like how it brought up intriguing questions for the reader. You can also talk about the credibility of the source, what was of interest to you, why you think that this is important research, and so forth. But so that's their first entry, and then they do the same thing for their second entry and for the third entry. Here's a nitpicky point, but it's one I'm looking for as well. Notice that they place them in alphabetical order. So they go on, the reference page goes in alphabetical order by the last name of the first of the author. So in this case, Ahmad starts with an A. Messias or Messias starts with an M. And then N. Ni or Nai. I'm not sure how to pronounce those two names. But there we have it. So alphabetical order. and those three things. That's what you're looking for your annotated bibliography. Okay? If you have questions about this, let me know. When it's ready, you'll put it right in here and submit it for grading. Thanks.